For over a decade, they dismissed Bitcoin as a passing trend, a toy for tech nerds, criminals, and dreamers, a curiosity that would fade when the hype did. But, the world changed quietly. Inflation rose, trust eroded, and control became the new currency. And in that silence, something unexpected happened. Bitcoin crossed the threshold from finance into geopolitics. This isn't about charts or price predictions, it's about power. Who holds it, who's losing it, and what happens when code becomes stronger than policy. If you'd rather understand power than just price, hit like and subscribe. Let's zoom out. Money is not neutral. It never has been. Every empire has used its currency as a weapon. From ancient Rome's silver denarius to the British pound to the modern United States dollar. After World War II, the dollar became more than money. It became the foundation of the world order. Oil was priced in dollars. Global debt was issued in dollars. If you controlled the dollar, you controlled the system. But that power came at a cost. The moment the gold standard was broken in 1971, the dollar stopped representing value and started representing trust. A trust managed by politics, not mathematics. For 50 years, that system ruled unchecked, until a group of coders, cypherpunks, and cryptographers quietly asked, what if trust could be replaced by proof? What if money could operate without permission? Bitcoin wasn't born as a rebellion against banks. It was born as a rebellion against dependency. While the media mocked Bitcoin as a speculative bubble, world leaders were taking notes. El Salvador made it legal tender. Bhutan mined it in secret, hidden within hydropower facilities. Texas began building Bitcoin reserves through mining and private partnerships. Russia and Iran used it to settle cross-border trades beyond the reach of sanctions. These aren't random acts. They're signals. Nations are hedging against monetary dominance. Because when your currency depends on another country's approval, you are not sovereign, you are a tenant. And Bitcoin changes that equation. For small nations, it's insurance. For sanctioned nations, it's resistance. For superpowers, it's a potential weapon. And they all know it. Every mined block is a quiet declaration of independence. Every transaction beyond their control is a warning shot fired in digital form. The monetary map of the world is redrawing itself, and most people still think this is about price. Power survives through control of money, speech, and movement. But Bitcoin breaks all three. Every node is sovereign, every transaction is voluntary, every rule is enforced not by men, but by math. That's why it terrifies them, because Bitcoin is the first system in history that doesn't ask for permission and can't be bribed, threatened, or shut down. They can ban exchanges, they can regulate miners, but they can't rewrite the chain. Every attack only proves its resilience. Behind closed doors, central banks have already studied Bitcoin. They understand what's at stake. They know that once people experience money that can't be censored or inflated, there's no going back. Bitcoin doesn't need to overthrow the old world, it only needs to outlast it. The next geopolitical battlefield isn't made of land or oil, it's digital. And the weapons aren't missiles, they're hash power, custody, and liquidity. In the 20th century, oil pipelines defined global influence. In the 21st, it's data centers and mining farms. China understood this early. Before banning mining in 2021, it controlled over 60% of Bitcoin's hash rate. That ban was not about electricity, it was about control slipping away. Now the United States, Kazakhstan, and Russia are competing to host the hash. Nations are realizing that whoever controls mining controls leverage. And while the mainstream debates carbon footprints, the real question is strategic. Who will own the infrastructure of the next monetary era? The next Cold War won't be fought with tanks, it'll be fought with private keys. As Bitcoin integrates into balance sheets and national reserves, power itself is being repriced. Central banks print confidence, Bitcoin mines credibility, and credibility is becoming the rarest asset on Earth. This shift isn't just economic, it's philosophical. It separates those who build on promises from those who build on proof, from inflation to integrity, from manipulation to mathematics, from temporary authority to permanent accountability. Every new adopter strengthens the network. Every passing year erodes the illusion that fiat is stability. We're witnessing not a financial revolution, but an institutional reformation, silent, unstoppable, global. And when the repricing is complete, the question won't be how much is Bitcoin worth? It'll be how much is everything else worth without it. Empires rise, empires fall, but this time it's different because the code doesn't care. Bitcoin doesn't serve, it doesn't plead, it doesn't wait. It simply exists, unmoved by politics, untouched by corruption, unchanged by time. Zoom out. Power is being rewritten block by block. Subscribe and join the climb because Bitcoin doesn't wait.